All right, so I've been here since like maybe 6 in the morning. It's I think 11. Oh wow, it's 10:25. So I think I'm gonna call it a day because I'm not gonna spend all day doing this. I'm already drenched in sweat. Um, so I decided that I want to plant more here. Now, some may be saying, "Wait a minute, I thought you were going to be moving out like in a couple months or in a year from now. So what's the point of you doing this?" Well, just because whenever I get the chance and hopefully the privilege of moving out, hopefully everything goes well there, it doesn't mean I'm going to abandon this place. I'm still going to come maybe once every Sunday just to do maintenance here for my relative. And I'll just leave instructions how to take care of it here. Um, I'm thinking of putting more chilies over there. I harvested a lot of habaneros. As you can see, let me zoom over there. My Thai chili peppers are doing quite well. They're sticking out right there. So yeah, I got some herbs growing right there. That one took a while, but it's growing. The oregano, I mean, Jesus Christ, it started out small and then it's just starting to grow bigger and bigger now. So that's great. So I originally had pots. As you can see, those are the empty containers over there, right? So I decided that, you know what? I want to put more veggies in, not just tomato. So I had an idea, and it kind of sounded, it was those situations that it sounded good on the top of your head, but when you start doing it, it's a pain in the ass. And the moment I started to, the biggest thing that was a pain in the ass is the mulch. I had to remove the mulch little by little. It was a pain in the ass. It took a while because it's already embedded in the ground. It's already solid in place. So it took me a while to move it. I took all this and I started to be like, shit, man, this was probably a bad idea. So then I started to say, dude, the native soil, there's too much native soil. And I was thinking, why don't I just dig a big hole, collect as much as native soil I have here, and then get a tarp, put it there, leave it outside. And then whenever I get the chance, I'll take it to some place and I'll just take it to them and dump it there. The problem is they charge a fee. Over 3,000 pounds of soil, it's going to be about $80. Don't want to pay money. Again, I could have freaking afforded it, but I'm trying to find ways to make it cheap as possible. So I always believe there's ways around it. So I could have solved that problem and I probably would have had nothing but enriched by compost and everything here. But after doing some research, I could mix my native soil with compost and a little bit of perlite and worm castings. I had a little bit of perlite, so I added it. Make a long story short, I already finished all this. As you can see, I kind of decorated a little bit with the mulch, right, all around it. I did that sorely because once I put water and everything, I don't want the water. The water's going to come through that way, right? But I'm going to see if the soil doesn't seep out, the compost and everything. So I want to do it that way. I also did it because right here, I'm going to attempt to have my little salad bar right here, my little garden salad bar. I'm going to have 4 different lettuces: black seeded Simpson lettuce, butter something, romaine, and I don't know what's the name of the other one. But I'm going to have 4 different lettuces here. I'm going to have spinach, cilantro, and then rainbow bell peppers. What are rainbow bell peppers? Well, in the package, it has purple, red, green, and I believe white bell peppers, I think. And I'm going to try to put all that right here. Now, I know due to sore experience in the back, a few years ago, I had my own little garden of lettuces, but they all got destroyed because of pests. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the PVC pipe I had left over, and I'm going to try to see if I have enough to build a small little cage. And on top of the cage, I might build a lid where I'm just going to open it up. And I'm going to use some garden mesh, very thin garden mesh, to use it to protect the pests and all that. I'm not getting that. I'm not going to get started with that today or next week or second or third or fourth week. Maybe around the 5th or 6th week I will get started with it. Depends how long it will take for my lettuces to grow in cups. So I need to germinate that. So I could take maybe 2-3 weeks to do that later on. So I'm thinking of putting a lid, unless I find some lumber that's very cheap or they're about to throw out, that I could probably construct it. Put it deep down so it won't lift whatsoever. Put it deep, dig it in with the cage, with the mesh. And see the PVC pipe, this 10-footer PVC pipe was worth at one time like $2.50. Now it's worth like fucking $6, $7, $8 now. Ridiculous, dude. I could have just gotten PVC pipe and just built it like that, boom, 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 like that. So I have some PVC pipe over there, so hopefully I have enough that will build enough like a small cage, and then I'll think about what I could do on top. What can I do to, have a little lid so I could open it up and close it. So I could open it up like that, hopefully, and I could just harvest whatever, and hopefully that will keep the pest away. One thing's for sure, the flies are not going to get in there. So hopefully that will be enough to keep the pest away, and I don't have to deal with it destroying the crops. If I am successful, then I'm going to have nothing but, like my own little personal salad here, which I'm really looking forward to. So hopefully that goes right. I also put a layer of mulch. All this soil here, I went to go get more compost. Earlier I said mulch, so I apologize. I got compost, and I got all the containers that were there, and I decided to put it in here and mix it with the native soil best I can. I decided to get all this that was in there, and I put it right here, so I won't have that much native soil, and it could be mixed with that. So there's like a bunch of gallons in here, and then I decided to put a small thin layer of compost on top. Oh, and also under it I put worm casting. So I'm gonna slowly wet it, so little by little it could slowly build up the microbes and whatever it is to go and enrich the native soil a bit and stuff like that. My lavender, Joe was correct. The lavender is growing. It's always growing like new flowers every time. At first these guys were dying, but Jilly was telling me that, you know what, let it do its thing, it's gonna survive it. And at first it looked like it was dying, but that's because it was going through a shock, and it's not, it's trying to get used to the soil. And guess what, it did. It got used to the soil. Now it's thriving beautifully right there. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna leave this thing here. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna be able to get a PVC pipe and put one in the middle, so it could be a little bit more stronger, because I'm probably gonna have a total of maybe possibly 6, if not 8 tomato plants growing here. So let's see how that goes. And that's it, what I'm going to show. My biggest obstacle here is I got to figure out what the hell am I going to do with this native soil. I don't know what am I going to do with this goddamn soil. I might put it over there, or I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on sale and say, hey, I got some native soil. You want to come pick it up? It's free, 100% free. Just come, bring your shovel, bring your truck, and get all of it for free. So I don't know how I might figure that out. All right, later.